Cracker Barrel Easter dinner. Okay. I was trying to ask that too. Thank you, Emma. Smoked ham, turkey, macaroni salad, scallop tater, baked beans. Okay.
It's like a cheesy potato.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, Talk to Me and Emma. We got our one fragment, and we need 9.9 to get the 2. We need 10K. Lord, these numbers. I hate the weekends. Thank you, Jess. I would love to. She said, roll out the red carpet. Stop playing with me. Lori, I'm just a regular ass person, I promise. Hey, baby girl. Thank you, Val. So make you some deviled eggs. Thank you, Joni. Oh, yeah. Thank you for the s'mores. Almost my anniversary, y'all.
We boiled and peeled eggs earlier, and the baby ate one.
I love
And
both.
the gas that she is passing now.
No menu. I haven't gotten. I think I might go take my steaks out. I almost did earlier, but I took something else out. Thank you for the rosas.
I decided to cook out considering I got the water slide. Everybody's going to be outside anyway.
Thank you. Ooh, that sounds good too.
Yeah, see, everybody makes funeral potatoes different.
Hash brown, sour cream, butter, cheese, cream of chicken, soup, onions, and chips.
I
My
use
freezer
French
is
fried onions,
I
and
filled that up for a month.
I dice potatoes.
Hey, Miss Daly, I see you coming in here.
Girl, it's too expensive to buy as you go. It's cheaper to buy groceries.
Yeah,
And buy family packs of meat and separate them things.
girl, I do that. I just went to Kroger Wednesday, did that. Ooh, some goose eggs today. Okay. So I want to do that so bad. So bad. And once we get our shit together and everything caught back up, I'm doing it. I might start with 1/4 of a cow just because I've never bought one before.
Or just pay attention to what you're buying because a lot of places want to give you mainly hamburger meat. If you don't, even with a full cow, they want to give you mainly hamburger meat.
Oh, yeah, I don't want that.
Yeah, so watch what you question them.
Oh, yeah, no, I don't want to do that. I want all the kinds of meats. They did. Girl, I was so mad, Pickles. I went this week and they had a ribeye roast on sale for $7.99 a pound, and I wanted them to cut it up. And they wouldn't cut it up for me. I was so mad. I want to do it, Missy, so bad I do. I've been talking about it forever and ever, and I thought that I had to find somebody to like go in halves on a cow.
No.
But I don't. And I can even buy 1/4 of a cow.
You can also buy pork that way.
Yeah, I want to start with a cow. I definitely want to start with a cow. They should have cut it. That's what I said. I was so mad. It was a $90 hunk. It looked so good too. For $40. I was so mad. I told Joey I was probably going to try to go back this weekend before the sale is over and see if I can find somebody else that'll cut it. Get grass fed. So I know some people at work, Blue Healer. Have you heard of the blood type diet? No, I haven't. Ooh, okay, Miss Lori. We definitely coming to your house. We paid $2,800 for a full cow. Now, is that cut up and all? Or is that just for the cow?
No, that's cut up.
Now I forget what they told me. I want to say they said about 15 for a half. And that was not cut up. Or packaged or whatever.
They probably wrap it in that white freezer paper instead of the plastic ones that that they suction to it. I forget what they're called.
Thank you, Shannon. I'm gonna. Ooh, Nicole with the dizzy bird. Miss Nikki
You
can
would probably
go.
be better off to find somewhere that you could buy like a couple of steaks or something and get grass fed and get the other. I personally do not like the just straight grass fed beef because you can taste it tastes grassy. Does that make sense? To
Yeah.
where the other one doesn't.
Ask you what meat you want. See, I don't even really know what to tell them, Masha. What kind of meat do I want?
They'll go through it with you. They'll ask you how many roasts you want, how thick you want them cut, how thick you want your steaks cut, what style steak you want.
Okay, so
Um, if
that
you
sounds
want
about
the
right from what they told me, Lori.
if you want the ribs, if you don't want the ribs, they ground them to hamburger. Um, you don't want the brisket, it gets ground to hamburger.
Yeah, I don't really want the brisket.
So they ask you.
Okay. Well, a couple of people at work had told me they like. I feel like I have options. I haven't called them all because I don't want to waste their time. Like I'm waiting till, like I said, we get shit caught back up. But I do want to do it once we do that. How you feeling, Heather, baby?
That's what I unmuted for. I was going to ask her how she's feeling.
Vacuum sealed, healthier, less fat. I like some fat. About the same. I'm sorry. I love you. I'm right there in spirit with you. You know what? The person that when I was talking to him, they said, "Do you have a generator?" And I was like, "Yeah." She said, "Well, because you're gonna need one." And a big freezer. That's what they told me. A freezer and a generator. Because if you lose power, you're not gonna want to lose all that meat. So I do got a generator. Thank you, Miss Beth. I definitely want to do it. I've been wanting to do it.
And it's already frozen when you pick it up, so you just bring it home and put it straight in your freezer. But we had a 14 cubic foot freezer I just recently got rid of. But that will hold a whole cow.
So we have a deep freezer. I don't remember how big it is, but I got other stuff in it. But I could probably put it in my other freezer
Right.
and make it work.
But also, when you lose power, as long as it's not open, it'll stay frozen as long as you're not without power for days.
Yeah, but we do have a generator, and typically Joey, if we lose power, he turns that mud chuck on.
Yeah, we've got a generator also.
That sucks, pumpkin. Calfee's my family has 6 and my sister's family had 9 all winter. Oh my god, yeah. Thank you, Beth. I definitely need to do that. Definitely need to do that. I do think I'm gonna go take them steaks out. And we'll make them tomorrow. Cause we don't got no plans. Chelsea was wanting me to come to her place. Trying to get me to move in and stuff. Not move in with them, but move down there.
The beef that we used to get was Angus. I haven't gotten a cow in a minute. If you don't quit calling yourself a cow, do you hear my husband? He said you married one and he's over here mooing like a cow.
I'm gonna just go on and move in with Lori. She says she got a big freezer for the meat and a small freezer for the veggies from the garden. Yes, ma'am. I'm just gonna move in with you.
That's the way I do it. I've got a stand up now, but it's for all of my meat, and then I use the freezer in my fridge for like the pizza rolls, corn dogs, stuff like that.
She said I would starve there.
No, I wouldn't. I'm not a big eater, but
I'm really not either.
I'm really not right now because I can't have nothing. When you ain't supposed to have it's when you want it. Not me, Jody. Rat's ass. What a name.
What was it?
Profile just came in with the name Rat's ass.
Oh, they didn't come in a whole bunch of times. We buy a hog every year. Do y'all? I definitely want to start doing that.
Have you checked Reddit?
Not much.
It ain't nothing really about you. I just seen some voice recordings that was posted over there.
Yeah,
But
that's
I
what I was just
didn't.
listening to.
Was it? I didn't know if that's what it was or not.
Yeah, yeah. It's the I am that Melissa, but I mean, I could have told you that. She was in my live talking all that mess about RT, around the same time. So, why do I have a feeling that's Danielle?
I can almost guarantee you it is. It says Medical 420 saves lives. High vibes only. High Nation, and it's got an AI picture. But if I click to go into the profile, I'm going to lose it.
You click to go in it because I got it pulled up.
You got it pulled up?
I got it.
Hang on. It's only got 127 following, and it's only got 100 and something followers, and it's only got one video, and it ain't of nobody.
I think I'm gonna just go on and block it because we don't want her in here. If it is her. Oh, is she? Okay. Look at y'all own it. Y'all own it. I love y'all.
We investigating profiles, and they investigating lives.
That's right. That's why we a team, you know?
Where you going, Christy? It ain't your bedtime yet, ma'am. Oh, you're on my messenger, but not my Facebook. My daughter got the Titanic Lego set.
All right, y'all know how she gets. Y'all tap the screen.
Yeah, tap.
And you seriously fucked up. You can't delete it. It's digital footprints. The internet's forever.
Oh, God.
You really just fucked up. And I will not be bringing a single bit of the details from here on out to the fucking internet for you all to go and destroy. But keep your fingers and your pictures to yourselves, okay? All right. Somebody's... Oh, fuck.
Thank you, Miss Nikki.
You just made this so goddamn easy, people. You made it so easy. Your hatred for another human being because you can't control yourself on the motherfucking internet. You're gonna quit attacking kids. You are. You're done. You're fucking done.
Oh, so she's done?
No, she went live just to say that?
Wasn't it just 2 days ago she was attacking a minor?
It was. It was. I don't even know who she was talking to. Probably Mallory. I'm assuming Mallory. Because she'd have made 20 videos.
Well, she was in Tisha's live. So, unless she's talking to Des.
Oh, yeah, I don't know. Right, someone's in trouble.
She don't want a tit and tat with that one.
Someone's in trouble. Right.
Somebody's gonna get a spanking.
You think Des?
Yeah,
Not that
because Dad
Mallory.
said if it is true about my kids, then your kids ain't safe or something. But you know what? That's any true mother. You come after my kids, and I'm gonna come after your great great grandchildren that ain't even born yet.
Yeah. I don't know. I think
Yeah,
she. Yeah.
another police report.
Chrissy said, "Damn, sis." Yeah, I'm sure another
Uh,
police report's in the making.
there's 247 of y'all in here. We normally do not call out people's lives or pages or cyber stalking, harassment, and bullying. You can get in trouble for. It is a long road to take care of it. But Jessica is spoiled. You know, the makeup lady that sells makeup. She she's from Florida. She has a TikTok, but she does it mainly on Facebook. She has a video from Thursday, where she went to court and took two people, and they won't be harassing. They was also harassing her affiliates, but for all the people saying nothing can be done with TikTok stuff.
I typically say that. And maybe if somebody was in the same state as me, it would be different.
Oh,
But
and it would. But I'm just,
me too.
it's a long road a lot of people don't want to have to deal with.
Yeah. I do wish someone, and look, it is something that her own daughter said, that's the only way you can stop her is to legally go after her.
You know what's sad? Is that her daughter knows that that's what it takes to stop her.
I remember that phone call. I definitely remember it. It'd be nice to know who she was talking about. Maybe, I don't know.
I'm just going to say she needs to practice what she preaches. Hang on, let me tell this baby good night. Hold on.
Tammy,
Are you owning me?
so Tish held a live today
Well, I
about
got a potty. I
Des.
got up because I thought you
I'm
was
gonna
trying to tell
mute
me good
you.
night.
Tish held a live today about Des and Ashley. It was a sub only live, so she made her some money, and then she went off a sub and she had some folks in the box and whatever. That's mainly what's been going on today. And then RT just went live threatening somebody, but we don't know who she was threatening. But earlier, RT posted a video saying that nobody was getting her attention, but then she posted 20 videos about Mallory, the one that used to sit with Pastor Petty.
Didn't that Mallory used to sit with RT?
I do believe so at one point, yeah.
Because she's the one with the, like you said, the little bow headband thing.
Yeah. What was she saying about Des and Ash? So like they had Sky in the box and Lala, Sam's sister, and they were kind of showing old ass text messages and stuff that really didn't matter. Thank you, Michelle. Honestly, like really old stuff. She has, Heather. Yeah, she's definitely gone after her before. Hey, hey. Why y'all call it that? Right. What her dog did. Yeah, they was apparently really upset about something her dog did. Yeah,
Why
Fluff.
do y'all call Tish that?
Oh, is that who they're talking about, Tish? That's
Every time I've heard it tonight, it's been about Tish, so.
okay. I didn't know who it was about. Because she feeds the homeless and makes a profit,
I ain't never seen her feed no homeless. I've seen her take them bus passes or whatever, but I ain't never seen her feed them.
See, I didn't know. Yeah. Because she's always praying. Maybe that's it. Yeah, maybe that's it. Dez is in Dee Dee's live. All right, let's go. Hopefully Dee Dee won't be mad we listening. Dee Dee's typically nice to me. Let me go on my Record account so I can tell him I'm gonna listen. Miller came in here once. Yes. KJ, same person. Dee Dee. Dee Dee. Leg itches. What?
What?
Well, that's so weird. I searched Dee Dee and I hit the live button and it says, "You are not alone. If you or someone you know is having a hard time, help is always available."
Oh my.
They're in Who is JP? JP.
Do you remember, matter of fact,
Found it.
which I guess at that point there wasn't any names mentioned. Remember when I got your box that day and I was like, well, I think it's funny that anyone that beefs with me is just sending all this.
Oh, Tish is not Jesus' favorite disciple. Sky is.
Oh.
They've apparently.
I don't know, Nicole. Happy Easter, Kimberly.
All week. That's excessive. Oh, and Tish, it ain't been 3 weeks, girl. That happened on a Sunday.
Happy Saturday.
Anybody can sit here.
Girl, she never has her timeline right.
Flamingo, you can stand on your head in here. We don't care.
Wait, Flamingo. Hold on, wait. Flamingos, the only thing I want to say is thank you for my diapers. And do you still hate me as much as you did last year? That's all I want to say, baby.
Listen, Flamingos is a good person. She's come a long way. You know, she's seen the bad behavior, and
It's an ongoing joke. Flamingos like
Yes,
I just recently found. I always thought Flamingos was ABWW. And then when they put her out there, because she used to roast me on Reddit. And so I always would go live and I'd fully stop. So I used to go live and I'd be like, you know what? Flamingos really doesn't dislike me. She really wants to be my friend. She does.
I don't know, Patricia.
And we're going to be friends. And Bully used to tell me no, she doesn't want to be your friend. So my mods, when I was pregnant, sent me a massive pack of diapers. And it said, "I will never be your friend from Flamingos for you."
Ooh,
I'm so disappointed, but I'm so happy she sent me diapers. But it wasn't her, it was my mod. So I seen her.
I do agree, Steve. I do.
Fuck, you needed diapers? I mean, you ain't gonna tell me.
She had a baby for her baby shower.
I do agree.
I thought they was freaky girl.
No, I was pregnant.
Oh, never mind.
I thought she was changing. Her own mods were trolling her. Or they were
An hour and a half.
Say, Flamingo, will you please tag Bully and tell her you want to be my friend, or she'll know that you really did always want to be my friend.
Hey, Lori.
Listen, I don't have anything against anybody on Reddit. I don't care what they've done, who they said, whatever, because at the end of the day, it's a snark page. That's what it is.
It is. I agree.
Listen, I'm okay with them. Like, I'm not going to go over there. As long as they leave my babies off Reddit, they can post whatever the fuck they want.
Nobody should be posting kids or talking about kids anywhere.
No, if you talk about mine, I'm fixing that dog, little Timmy, the fuck out. Okay, you talk about mine? Guess what, baby? Oh, they tried to. So you remember, JP, when I was like, you have to become educated? I had to become educated. Yep. Okay, so they tried to show that from like 9 or 10 years ago. I said exactly why I tell other people.
I saw that. It said like 2000 and freaking 13 or something.
Yeah, it was.
They was pulling shit from 13?
After that, or they gotta go after the fact that Tish used the F-bomb on a man who's never done anything to Tish.
Well, that was what they then tried to do. They tried to use a message where I said something about she called him that word, and it was a whole nother conversation.
Lord have mercy. They was digging deep.
That's me saying, yo, she just did this.
Right. And the man that she did it to has never, not one time, I said this afterwards, I said, Tish, show us what
They
he
was
did.
digging deep. Oh,
Made
Nikki.
you so angry with him that
Thank
you
you,
set
baby.
the box and said it 5 different times.
I appreciate
You not
you.
only said you said it the first 2 times.
Oh, we
but
only
looked
need
around the room like,
all
did
the
I just
DJ
get away with that?
glasses
Oh,
to do
I'm
the
a
gift
cookie now.
gallery.
I said it because I'm a lesbian. Haha. And you went on
We
to
need
say
5
3
DJ
more
glasses from the
times
same
already.
person.
It wasn't coincidental that Danny said I look like an AIDS victim. Matthew McConaughey.
Good gracious.
What was that movie?
Right, Nicole, I
Dallas
agree.
Buyers Club.
Thank you, Meg. I'm being nosy.
Dallas Buyers Club.
Oh, why'd you get booted and come in here?
That Tish actually called Brian.
What happened?
That JP had to remind me of that. Just randomly called Brian that because he was an educated man in her box who didn't agree with what she had to say.
Did you get banned?
Let's not forget.
Oh, okay. I was watching you and then it said you came in. I was like, what the hell? Girl, they was pulling messages from 2013. The messages was really from 2013. I got questions. Thank you, Meg. Thank you, Angela. Baby sleeping. Right. We going all the way back to MySpace. They was digging deep. Girl, you canceled. You was just canceled. Go ahead. What's your question? Hey, Mary. She's canceled. You're done for. And a dog. No, wait, I really do got a question. If she's still in here. The one text message that was talking about you lighting it up, the house, you know? Did you really do that? You don't gotta answer it. I'm just being nosy. I am being nosy. I mean, I don't care if she did. I mean, what the hell is that? I mean, I ain't gonna do nothing. She was in here, Fluff. I was watching her, and then she came in live.
That's totally different than holding babies at pee-pee point.
I agree. If she did it, they deserved it. You're probably right. It did ghosted. I didn't see it. You're probably right. I just was wondering. I read that. I was like, okay, Des got a little to her. I like it. I feel like we all do. Yes. I hope everybody has a good Easter. I got to go take them steaks out because I think I'm going to make them steaks. But then I feel bad because Joey's not eating meat as good yet. He did eat the chicken tonight a little bit.
Marinate them in some meat tenderizer and stuff so to make them more tender. And
They're typically pretty tender when I make them.
I was going to say, or cook them slow so they don't get tough.
I am not making no steak milkshake. You crazy, Gemma.
No, that's gross.
Just slice it real thin. She's in another live. Lord. I was trying to ask her about the one situation. Because I did read that and I was like, oh, Lord. I always broil mine because we like it medium rare.
Okay, Des, you're making us dizzy. You got us running around in circles after you, girl.
Raw cow is tender. Tender is all get out. You take a fork and you stab it a bunch of times.
Yeah.
And then you, they don't make the marinade that I like anymore. I've been trying to find it. The Montreal steak. They used to have a marinade. And it was so good.
I can only find the seasoning.
I can only find the seasoning too. So I was thinking I might try to take the seasoning and make it into a marinade. Add the apple cider vinegar and Try to remember how I used to do it.
I bought today Kinder's buttery steak and chop.
Oh,
And
that's. I
yeah,
got a buttery. I think it's buttery steakhouse is the one I got, and
it might be. This one is buttery steak and chop. I didn't eat the steak, but it smelled so good.
oh yeah, I did the last time I cooked them. I used that seasoning. I just seasoned them.
You fork them real good, or if you got one of those square metal, what are they called? I call it a hammer, a mallet, whatever. Yeah, they work really good too. I beat my chicken too.
Yeah. I wish I could find that Montreal steak marinade because that shit was so good.
When you get off here, look up online for.
Like on Amazon.
No, well, you can do that to buy it, but I'm saying look up the ingredients in it, and then you'd probably be able to make it yourself.
Apple cider vinegar ketchup with the season. Oh, okay. Brown
Oh,
butter is good. What is brown butter?
you put butter in a pan and brown it.
Oh.
You cook it till it turns brown,
Oh.
and then dip it over the top of your steaks. It's really good.
They do, Fluff. They do. They sure do. Burnt butter. And you said, oh, she's back in that live.
I think there's like 50 people in there.
Walmart sells the liquid of it.
Once she come off sub, she got $2.96, and I still had like.
Amazon has it for $2 a pack. I'll take it.
That's right,
Jody.
Clancy.
I'm gonna have to give me some
Sub money.
That's what Dad.
because I can't find it in no grocery store.
Put her on the 15 your money.
That's what I told her. I said, copyright. That's half. First of all,
Well, I'm gonna have to
she
get
gonna
me
split
some.
between me and
I've marinated chuck roast
Yeah,
in
they
the Montreal seasoning also, and it's really good.
like 35.
yeah, 30.
Christy!
Something like that. So the other 20 was probably random people. That
What did Christy do?
details on this.
She go get it.
That shit's been exposed at least since 2023. If you missed it,
She go get it.
Oh, you might as well get. Listen, they're gonna go back to 20.
Well, I thought she was go get it.
Like, shit, you done went.
They don't went back to 2016, girl. I do not care.
Listen, when I tell you they get stuck,
She sure did.
her name is Turbo for a reason. She gets stuck and she runs around in circles and runs around again and runs. That chick right there is a whole.
And she had a simple minded helping her, so she was,
Here's the thing about
Lord.
simple-minded. First of all, how the fuck you up in your box and y'all both look illiterate? Because if you didn't finish reading it, it says no child is safe if this is true. Then they blocked out what I sent that I was referencing, which is where they were talking about my child, my toddler, saying pretty much that he needed to get a check.
wow.
And that's what
Is
Yeah,
that
That's
Big
the story
Robin?
behind Simple Minded, right?
No, I don't know. I was talking about a comment. What we just the keyword we just deleted. That's what I was talking about.
She robbed an old woman, a mentally handicapped old woman, and she's admitted it and she's proud of it. Yeah.
You want to do it, Christy, or you want me to?
Years ago. This is something from like 2 or 3 years ago, I think.
Oh, you got a keyword in there, GOT, G-O-T.
Yes.
That might need to be removed because that could be why some people's
so glad you
comments get.
Ghosted, yeah.
today, and people were confused. What
Goes that I knew what you was talking about.
that she did because
I'll show you. I'll show you. Hold on.
I knew it was either that or somebody that came in.
Like a worker.
So I messaged Christy and I told her check the list maybe.
She
Thank you,
just robbed
Christy.
This mentally handicapped elderly lady.
Nicole got it.
Last, like, what was it, $40 the woman had or something?
Nicole got it.
Yeah, she got charged.
Christy got it now.
Tabby's got the charges. She got charged with it. She's proud of it.
Y'all, we still got our one fragment.
Herself to be a caretaker.
If we get two, we go to
Last bit of money out of it.
B leagues tomorrow, but it's a high number, 10.5.
She sucks at now, so.
Now to type out my question one word at a time. I'm getting ghosted no matter how I say it. Okay, I'm looking. I'm looking and listening, okay?
Trash sits with trash.
She was originally TK and Kissen's mod. TK and Kissen kicked her to the curb when Kissen went.
If it don't come through Love and Sense, you can message me and I'll read it to her.
Do.
About $15.
People. You're fine, Fluff. Hey, Jenny. Still.
Tish made us make a whole separate chat to dog out Ashley because Ashley got on her nerves so bad.
Well, yeah, then Ashley stole
Sam, I am.
EBT.
When?
Barbie. Yeah, stole her food stamps.
Cheese.
Yeah.
And Barbie brought us to the end.
Look, she has computer
Admittedly.
tampering. Hold on, I'm getting it. Hold on.
My God.
She need to worry about getting her kids in school.
Listen, birds of a feather flock together. The snow that you're sitting with that whole little. Listen,
So none of the rest of it's coming through, but I have a feeling I know what you're saying.
It's probably
Family.
follow. I was going to tell you the word follow is also on the list.
You can remove it. I don't know why it does that. I feel like when you block some people, depending on what they say, it'll keep.
Yeah, if you don't watch it, it'll block words too.
Yeah. So my personal opinion on that is, you know, some people perceive things very differently, right? I believe the way that she has explained that situation is that Tish very much was pushing situations, and the family was like, they didn't want to deal with being pushed and rushed and all the things. And she, you know, she ended up with the money. Well, I listened to the things that they said on here, and I also know that she was friends with someone in the family. I forget which person they said. She is the only one that's offered to pay back. Like, she said that she would pay back half. So I think that you know, she did not make the correct choices and maybe could have handled things differently, but she's the only one that owned her wrongs. She's the only one that offered to pay anything back. Still not saying that it's right by any means, but I do feel like out of the whole situation, that she has tried at least.
It was an aunt and a sister that got up in a couple of lives the other day.
I think
But-
that they're saying that the mom is who she was friends with.
There was a couple of them. One was friends with Sam I Am, and one was friends with Tish. So there was a couple of them. So it's not like it was just somebody new. But
So I will
Sam has
say
come
that-
out and said she was wrong, and even if it's just part of the money, at least she's offering to pay something back. She is a single mother with 5 or 6 kids. I don't know.
I will say that I don't follow her. I don't know her dirt or her history at all. I'm simply speaking of the situation that has recently been brought to light, and I don't know if I agree with that statement either. Like that she's only offered backed into a corner, because I believe she's been calling this out for quite some time, and it finally got the reaction, the attention that it should have gotten to begin with.
She has already refunded some money when all of this was going on. And then I don't know who, somebody was telling her that she could keep it. I'm sure it's people that gave her money. So at that time, she
I
thought
also know that the
she
family
was
said
doing
that they
something
didn't
right.
want none of it either.
Yeah,
I
because they
listened
were
to them say that.
yeah, because they were being rushed into whatever. But she's trying to make it right, and she needs to be given credit for that.
So
Because,
kind of like the Lala situation, right? Lala came out here, got tore up on Zans, stole a bunch of money from a bunch of people, owned it, and, you know, paid a couple of people back. And, you know, I still don't agree wholeheartedly there, but some people, you know, forgive for what she did. So I mean, you could put that same type of question on plenty of people. Most definitely. Okay. Thank you, JD. Hey. And, you know, for me, I didn't say anybody was right or wrong. I said I felt like they were both wrong.
That was Danny.
They were both wrong. Michelle, Sam did send some money back.
Virgo is still
And she didn't end up with nothing. She still had money.
said, what was the picture that was used?
I mean, by what I understood on them lives, am I wrong, Missy?
And they said, we don't know. We didn't
Say it again. I'm sorry.
Michelle said Sam sent back money to everyone that requested. And remember, she ended up with nothing.
We're friends now.
Oh, I don't know about that.
My thing is nobody should have had to request it. Should have went down the list and put refund and gave everybody their money back.
Are friends with each other. So they follow each other. So obviously that somebody's sneaky link that two chicks know.
We are listening to Sam's and Des right now.
I want to say, Patricia, if that is the best you got, I'm going to need you to fix
Are you
that.
someone that supports
Well,
Tish
calling me
11
Sally
cents? Thank you, Nikki,
doesn't bother
baby.
me at all. Okay. Two, the fact
Because I could
that
probably
have
ask some
motherfuckers in
questions
your
for
box
you, too.
Cannot read is pitiful.
Thank you, Nikki.
I had secondhand embarrassment and almost wanted to pay for a subscription for Hooked on Phonics for all of you.
I have said that for months.
I'm sorry, but you want to get on here and go, I learned this and I did this in prison, but what you didn't do is keep up a fucking book. Okay? I don't even know how you write your name. Is it a circle, a square, rectangle? What you do? Because I know a bitch that came
I don't support
you and shit and not
Sam. I do like Des, however. I don't really know anybody else in this box. I wouldn't say that I support Sam.
Listen, she doesn't do her own.
I agree, see.
Let me tell y'all. She has these mod chats. And
She is.
mod chats. So
See.
she has like one set of mod chats that's like everybody. Another set that she kind of trusts those a little.
I don't know Sam enough to really say that I form an opinion or not. I'm just speaking on the things that I saw in the fiasco that we just watched.
That's normally what she considers her snake chat. And that's where she puts everybody in that she doesn't trust, she does trust, whatever. But
I also know that, like, okay, so it said, I don't give it out.
From day in to day out.
I don't give it out.
Whoever's live,
I'm sorry.
what they're doing. Right now, she's got 10 or 15 of them in here.
I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, so it still gets said that I didn't pay for the teeth in my mouth. And I absolutely did. So not everything that you hear on the internet is true. So, and it's hard to really, I don't know. I know that I've definitely been drugged for things that I didn't do. You know what I mean? No, I mean, I get that you're saying that you spoke to this person or you spoke to that person, but no offense, I don't know who you are. I don't know if you really spoke to anybody. I know that the aunt and the niece got on here saying that they didn't want any of the money. Even now, they didn't want any of the money. They felt rushed and decided to not take any of the money. I do feel like it should have been returned, but
And I'm going to say again, anybody that's lost a family member and an autopsy had to be performed knows that 9 days is still...
It definitely takes time. And also
it's a minimum number, especially when that baby had to be flown out and then flown back home to have it done.
I know that we don't have many people that do autopsies around here, and we have one. It's in Roanoke, and it takes forever.
I think we have two. I think we've got Nashville and Knoxville.
The biggest choke of them all.
I do know that the body farm is in Knoxville,
Yeah.
where they do all of the science experiments with bodies.
Yeah.
It stinks.
I tried, so because I wanted an autopsy done on my mother, and I couldn't find anybody to do one. I even tried to donate her to science so that I could have one done, and I could not find anyone to do one.
Really? They asked me about Mom, and I said, well, if she don't have to have one, I would prefer not. If y'all calling cardiac arrest, which she had heart problems. I said only because she lived with me and I know there was no foul play or anything.
Right.
And she had been through enough.
Right.
The machine that they left here at my house on her was traumatizing enough.
Yeah. It was, so we got told that and I don't know if it's everywhere, it's just here in Virginia, but if you are over 50 with any kind of health problems, and as long as you didn't die alone, then they don't do them. If she would have been alone, then they would have done one, but she wasn't alone.
Yeah, Mom wasn't either. My boys was here, but
Listen, she doesn't come to the
A machete club,
Yeah.
you might get you with it.
It's
Not with that time.
This girl drives around with a
see, if that would have been the case for me, Kelly, they would have done one if she would have been alone.
Good, we're about the same height then, because I'm 5'1".
She's not.
I am in Southwest Virginia.
Foot Locker and shit. That's all.
She don't shop at the Foot Locker. She wears the knockoff polo. JP give her hell about the polo all the time.
Yeah, that's so because that's much younger fluff. I would say that would be why.
yeah, because it's not normal
That's
every
not
day that a
normal.
38-year-old passes.
Right.
There's a race that
My mom was 73.
drug.
I mean, my mom was only 53, I believe, 53 or 54. So I don't feel like that's old, but it's over the age that they said. Over 50.
Right. Which I still say that 53, I still say mid 60, 65 is not young, but I wouldn't consider them old. Like,
So I have to tell you, Amy, I am from Richmond. That is where I grew up. I went to Hermitage High School. I do not live there anymore. I'm about 3.5 hours from Richmond. But that is where I'm from.
I'm from Lynchburg, Tennessee, where they make Jack Daniels.
Yeah, that is cool. Yeah, that's not far from me, Sabrina. I feel like that's about an hour and a half, roughly. Thank you, Jenny, baby.
Oh, 90 has lived a long life.
We got put up on that copyright.
Thank you, Miss Heidi.
Fucking crybaby.
Yeah, we're still doing good. We got our one fragment. We're like 11K to get 2
I remember the
fragments.
day she
I can say I didn't expect my mom to live as long as she did because she's an alcoholic my whole life.
read it. I need your report.
Yeah, that stuff
And I
is
was like, "She's not busy
fire.
right now. You have to give it me later.
I'm going to get some for my daughter-in-law and see if it'll help her hair.
Do it. And I was like,
I don't know, like
"She's
if it's
like,
if
well,
it.
Danny's gonna
I mean, I
help you."
feel like I did blow dry my hair though. Typically, I don't blow dry it.
Your hair looks a little more like it's got more volume in it today.
Yeah, I blew dry it. That's
People
why.
are the one doing it.
You want it?
I want to report it. Everybody is
Hair,
entitled to
you know,
their
with the blow dryer.
It's the way you said blue dried it.
You know what I meant. Blow dried it, okay? But I did put the oil in after the fact.
But if you,
It's really shiny.
for me,
Your hair's always looked healthy though. I've wanted to dye my hair because I am completely gray. on the top was my hair pulled up. But if my hair is pulled down, then you can't see the gray. But I've never put dye on my hair, so
I want to do my natural color.
which is what your roots is, right?
I mean, that's what this.
Yeah. I think it would look good with just some highlights in it.
Yeah, but it's going to take. I don't know if they just dye the ends.
Yeah.
And then put some highlights in it. I don't know, but I kind of.
Your hair, even though I know what your hair looked like when you had it done, and it's grew out, but I think your hair looks good the way it is. Like the blonde is still, you can't see it when you turn your head, but the blonde is still pretty, you know what I mean?
It's still I feel like my hair typically holds a good blonde. It's a good, yeah, it doesn't get that, I don't know what they call it, but brassiness or, I mean, I do use purple shampoo.
Ducky yellow.
Yes, it doesn't do that. But I don't know, I've been I thought about for the summer, go ahead and doing it blonde again for the summer, and then maybe for the winter doing natural. But I kind of want to do the natural with a little bit of blonde highlights.
I think it would look good. My hair isn't as light as the end of yours. It's about where yours is midways up, where it starts getting darker. Mine's about that color, a little bit lighter than that, and gray, of course.
That's what I've been thinking. I've been thinking about it because I feel like it's not. I don't feel like it's crazy dark. It's like a light brown or light brown, I guess.
Yeah, I think it would look really good.
Blonde, but I think it's light brown.
Well, if you do it for the summer, then you wouldn't be ready to redo your hair until January because you don't go very often.
I don't. I usually do like twice a year.
Yeah. And wasn't it January the last time you had it? No, it was before Joey's accident.
I'm trying to remember. I think it was near my birthday. Thank you. I do need to go get it done. I just need to make an appointment. I keep putting it off.
I've been thinking about cutting mine off.
I did think about cutting a little bit of the length off. A little bit.
My hair's literally to my butt. Like, it hangs down past my waistband.
You thought about cutting maybe like that. I don't know.
You know, the length of TK's is right now, it hangs to about her shoulders.
Yeah.
With a layer. That's what I was thinking about, but I have a fat face. I'm afraid it'll look weird.
I can't do shoulder length. It's going to have to be under.
Does she trim your hair when you get it colored?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I normally book for the color, the cut, the wash and style. You ain't been up this late. I know we are up kind of late tonight. Yeah, you can. Hey, Brooke.
Yeah, you are late tonight.
Well, no, I'm probably going to get off soon. Oh, my God, Sabrina.
Oh, no.
I did a lot of relaxing.
I would have been devastated.
I lost all my hair in my car accident, so it's coming back white. But look at this, Missy.
I wasn't going to be nosy and ask what was going on with you, Courtney, but I've seen that you've commented you was able to walk up some steps and.
Yeah, I got hit. I got hit by someone, and I was in a golf cart, and it crushed my whole left side.
Well, honey, that is not no car accident. That is I don't know what you call that. An ATV?
No, it was the golf cart, and the guy left the scene.
No, I'm saying, I don't know what they consider a golf cart, like an ATV type thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I know that I almost died, and I was in ICU for 3 weeks. I lost a lot of hair. It's like gray. I'm 40 years old, and you would think I'm 50.
And I wonder if the gray hair is just that brittle because of my mom laying around a lot. The back of her head was almost like bald. You know what I mean? She didn't
Yeah.
even lose hair like that when she was on chemo. So I wonder if it's just being laying on your head that,
See,
yeah.
and I had to cut it. It's now like up to here because it just come out and it was bad. Look at these, Missy.
Oh, they're cow print.
Oh, look, they're so cute.
This isn't the same color as yours, is it? Because I was trying to steer away from it.
I mean,
No,
it looks
yours is a little
similar,
more
but
green.
it looks similar. I don't care.
Yeah. And tonight my leg is swollen completely up because I've been up walking today. It's bad.
Mm.
But I'll let you guys go. Hi, Kitty. This is my friend Melissa. Missy, we call her in North Atlanta.
Hello.
Hello.
Well,
But
try to keep that leg propped up to help with that swelling.
I'm trying. Like I don't know. Here, I'll show you. I don't know. They said that my husband said that it's going down, but I don't think it is.
Mm.
It don't look too terribly bad, but
Wait a minute.
even when you go get your nails and stuff done, and this is for everybody, if you've got a bad leg or ankle or hip, whatever, you just tell them you need a chair to prop your leg up in, and they'll give you one.
Most nail places will not do my nails because I have to go in a wheelchair.
Oh,
But if you look closely, there's a dip, and then it gets bigger, and then it gets bigger, and then my ankle's completely
I
swollen.
see the scarring now. I thought that was a tattoo when I first looked at it.
Nope,
That looks rough.
It
it is
does.
rough. And then I'll
You can
show
tell your
you.
foot's swollen.
Yeah, it's hurting. And then he got my arm.
Mm.
You are very lucky to still be here.
I am.
Are you still using ice for swelling?
I use a lot of heat because I've noticed when I use ice, it makes it even more stiff, and I have to have that. I have to be able to move it. So I
The only
use
thing about heat is heat will cause it to swell if it's already swelling, but
and my humerus. I have a half of a regular humerus, like my humerus, and then the other side he had to make me a whole different side because it was completely crushed.
thank God you're still here to tell your story.
Yeah. I
That's
was,
why I always ask about Joey, like if he's okay, and
yeah,
because
he healed really fast. I don't know if it was that he's younger. Most people that I've spoke to about the same surgery that he had, he healed in half the time that they would say, and
I
doing
told you
things in half
my
the time that they would say.
my girls has been cleaning litter boxes for this lady for 7 months. Her first, she fell and broke it, not shattered it like Joey, broke it. Well, she told him, well, after this week, I probably won't need you guys anymore, but I greatly appreciate it, yada, yada. She calls him early the next morning, and she had been T-boned. Now she's had 2 surgeries on her ankle and the opposite arm, wrist, and hand. She just had her 3rd surgery on.
Oh my god!
So she bounced back from her shoulder surgery really quick. Now, it was only broken, but
I think
she
that
had to
they
have
say the
surgery.
rotator cuff is what typically takes longer.
Yeah.
Was the
that's why I
rotator?
was shocked with him. Like it seemed like surgery. A couple days he was in pain, and then he was getting everything
He
taken
stayed on
out
top of his
and
physical
right on work.
therapy at home.
Yeah, I go 3 times a week. Um, literally, that's my son, Missy.
Oh,
Um, literally, they're teaching me how to walk normal without like stopping and like just walking feet in front of feet. Um, I believe my husband said I had 7 surgeries in 6 days. Yeah, it's a blessing to be here, but it's also, I get so mad because I just can't get straight up and just go do what I need to do. I gotta grab the walker, gotta grab my they gave me an AFO, my cast, and it's a process, and it's just so bad. But I'm here.
I mean, you definitely, I mean, I know it's hard, but it'll come in time, being able to, as long as you keep at it. I think that's the biggest thing that people told him is do the physical therapy and do all the things that they say. And eventually, you get it back.
Right. And it's like it's awesome. Like when I come and tell you, hey, I walked a step today, or hey, because that makes you feel like I'm alive. It's coming back slowly.
Right. It definitely takes time, especially with all, I mean, that's a lot of damage.
Yeah. And then they had to take a foot of my intestines out from the compaction. It was just a blood clot, just holding the piece together. And I was in the hospital for 2 weeks for that.
I can't imagine. I really can't. I mean, I definitely empathize with you on it. I've never been through anything like that. I know, watching Joey go through it, luckily he, bounced back really quickly. But I can't imagine. I really can't.
Yeah. It was a long road, but it's I got 2 kids and a husband, and I'm gonna do this, Because there's days where you just don't want to move. Did they find who did it? Yeah, actually they did. We got the video clippings from the police officers. He took his license up. He says, I don't know if these are still valid or not. And I just found out his name, but I didn't want to know. I didn't press no charges, no nothing, because maybe he was reaching for his phone because his children were calling or something was going on. I was just blessed being here, and I guess he went to jail for something. I'm not sure, but I know who he is now. But I would never confront him because it's done, it's over with, and he'll remember me because I have his permanent tread mark on my right there on my thumb from his truck. Yeah, I should have, but Fluff, I'm gonna do this. I mean, I can't.
Well, if he don't have license, he's not going to have insurance.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't even know how to go about it. You know what I mean? Honestly, I'm here. I can see my kids, and then I'll have to come see me at a gravesite.
Oh, God.
All you would have to do is contact an attorney. You got that. Damages.
Now that they know who did it, the police report will be updated with his information on it.
Yeah, they I don't know, crazy. I'm not that. I know it sounds stupid and I should go, but what if he doesn't have anything and then I'm taking food out of his kids' mouth and and I'm here and I'm providing for my kids. I am going through all this, but I'm still here.
Yeah, see, there were people in there.
It makes you wonder why he ran. Well, it makes you wonder if he was intoxicated or under the influence.
No, he wasn't. He had court, and it got continued. So they were going to take his license then because he's a woman abuser. I did find that out through everything.
The insurance pays, not them. Like, I mean,
I don't know
I wouldn't be one to tell you what to do. I wouldn't be one to tell you what to do, but it's not like you would just be straight and taking money out of his pocket. Everybody pays for car insurance for what you're going through right now. That's why we pay car insurance, to pay for damages to whether it be your car, whatever you're driving in, or injuries that you have. That's why you have insurance. And it's not that, it's not like he's going to have to take his house and give it to you.
And it's not like you had minor injuries neither.
I know that's what me and my husband been talking about with the insurance and stuff. Like going after the insurance company because we got something in the mail stating he was trying to sue me for $10,000, and we were going to counter sue because obviously, there's no way. So me and my husband has been talking about the whole insurance thing going up, the insurance getting and all that stuff going on.
If I
So
were you, I would just call a injury lawyer, and you won't even have to do anything.
really,
Nothing.
Yeah, no. Like, I mean, you'll have to sign consent forms so they can access your medical records and things like that. But no, you already got the person's name. No, literally, you can just hire an attorney, and they literally take care of everything for you.
You don't
Yeah, they
have
don't
to
get
pay
paid
them.
till you get paid.
okay.
Yeah.
So you said a injury. I thought. Now, how would I find out who is injury or like?
It was a car accident.